Today it's just me and Jay. We're kicking it with you, just two dudes. We're not going to apologize for anything we say or do. Tamra's the one that gives us the green light to go. So here we are. Jay, what's up, bro?
What up, brother? You know, getting ready for these kids to go back to school and stuff like that. So
You already know.
It's been hectic. Oh my
God. As these
God.
Kids say nowadays, say less.
Right. Like I think for my kids, it's 2.5 weeks. They're back in. And so we were having conversations about like, you should start probably trying to go to bed at a certain time and stuff. Cause it's been, it's been the wild, wild west in my house, bro.
Yeah.
The wild, wild west. Like I got up at 1:00 to use the bathroom. And they were loud. And I'm like, what are you doing? Go to bed. I mean, I know y'all don't have to work, but I do. So
Jay's the one upper when it comes to kids. If you think you got a lot of kids, Jay's gonna be like, I got one more than you. But then this dude's heart's so big
that we take other kids in too.
I know. It's just to say your heart's so big, like you got enough kids on your own, and then God has opened some crazy doors for you guys to just effectively adopt without adopting with all of it, but just to provide them a safe space for their life. So, bro, I commend you. And, I think that's what we're going to talk about today is the value of people, like what you represent as a person. There's just a value of that safe space. And I don't think we have enough of that. Jay, you were just sharing a story before this. He just had to have a come to Jesus moment in his house. And out of this came a funny moment with one of his smaller ones. And Jay, share that about all the toys and the stuff, bro.
My 7-year-old, I think she's 8 now. Lord help me. She was upset because we were getting rid of some of her toys that she's had for years that she never plays with anymore. And she was just like, those are my childhood memories. And I'm like, you didn't even remember that you had that toy. It was at the bottom of the toy box. We need to clear that out so we can make room for your other stuff. And I was having this conversation with her upstairs. I was like, we get attached to things and not people. You know what I mean? And things inherently don't have as much value as people. You know what I mean? Like I have to value people more than I value things. And I think like in our society, we've gotten to a point to where we value the things more than we value the people. Like, oh man, like hear stories of like, yo, I got this Tesla, or I got this truck, or I got this house, or I got this new entertainment system. Like, and then I see those people treat other people like crap. And I'm like, you value the thing more than you value people. And I'm like, inherently, I know that that's a bad place to be, because when people become just invaluable, like then you don't care about them. You don't care about their hearts. You don't care about their situations. And it makes us really, really heartless. You know what I mean? Like when we see, then how do we have the parable of the Lord, drawing a blank here. The man that was on the road, and yeah.
The Good Samaritan. Good Samaritan.
The Good Samaritan. There you go. Yeah. There you go. Thank you. Yeah. My gray is actually on the top of my hair. You own your gray in your beard. I own it roll.
You hide yours under a hat.
That's
hide it under a bushel. No, I'm gonna let it shine.
So I think we become all those other people who walk by the person who needs the help because we value the thing more than we value people.
There's so much there, bro. It's the same with our kiddos at home. Like I remember one year, like my parents and Morgan's parents both buy them a lot of stuff for Christmas. Always have. That's a grandparent. They're gifters. And I remember, man, it was probably our girls were probably around the same age, 6, 7, and we were cleaning their room in July, and we stumbled upon these packages. They had boxed toys that they got for Christmas. They hadn't even taken out of the box yet. That was the moment I said, never again. I ain't getting you any more stuff because you're going to get it from grandparents. You're going to get it throughout the year. And this is just too much stuff. So we committed to experiences taking them on a trip here or going to Great Wolf Lodge or getting them out of the house and doing things together as a family. Because, getting down to the core of what you're talking about, this value is you never understand the value of somebody till you spend time with them.
Yeah.
And it's funny how we don't understand the value of the people in our homes because we don't want to spend time with them. And I spend time with them all the time. We're in the house and we're doing things, but we're in our four corners. And in that moment, It's like, I want to do this and they want to do that. The spirit of covet, which you were talking about earlier with what other somebody's got, I want this car, that this covetousness spirit, like we connect it to that. Like I want what my neighbor has, but it comes back to also wanting what I want. And It's my time, and it divides us because we instantly begin to compare who's more valuable. This time, your place, my thing, all the stuff, and it just divides us, even in our own home, amongst the people who we should be so connected with. That's why we have anxiety and fear issues in this world, is because our safe space is so divided.
Oh yeah, I know, me and my wife this morning are on our phones. On our own phones, you know what I mean? She's on hers, I'm on mine, and we're looking at things. And we spent, 20, 30 minutes laying in the bed looking at our phones. And I'm like, sometimes I'm just like, yo, put your phone up. Let's go. Let's go do something else. You know what I mean? And it's gotten to the point to where that's the first thing we do is check our phones, because everything's on my phone now. Right? My schedule is on my phone. My notes for what I need to do today, my goals that I'm putting for myself is on my phone. Yeah. So I'm constantly head down. And what I know about, we both love to play basketball. We don't play like we used to because we're not as young as we used to be. But you can't dribble. 40. Yeah, you can't dribble and see the open player if your head is down.
True that.
You can't. There's no way. You know what I mean? And so I'm learning, the Lord is teaching me those lessons, head up, head up, head up. Okay, so we're going to plan something where we don't need our phones so that we can have conversations, because it's so easy to get lost into our phones. We're tired of talking. Our weekends are busy, especially as when you are in ministry, your weekend gets so busy with doing ministry. And it's good ministry, but I think that we need to understand, anybody, right? I think that I'm speaking to all married people and people with kids right now. We have to understand that our ministry is actually the ones that the Lord has placed in our life, which are our kids and our family members, right? And then it starts extending to our friends and things like that. We always say, find friends, make them family, love them fiercely, right? And I think that, you can attest to that from my friendship, and I can attest to that from your friendship, that we have become family. We are in each other's lives. We talk to each other. How's the kids doing? This is going on, blah, blah, blah. You know what I mean? We're in each other's lives. We know who we can call on when we really need somebody. But that doesn't come from keeping your head down looking at your phone. That comes from having those conversations, those personal conversations. We have had plenty of conversations where you're like, come on, let's go. Let's go sit down and have a talk. I need to talk to you about something. This is what I'm seeing in you. And some of those conversations are tough, and some of them are graceful. And some of them are just hey, let me just hug you and let you know that I'm here for you. And I think that we lose that when we put our heads in our phone constantly. And I'm talking about for frivolous things. I got lost in the TikTok world of today from the Montgomery, Alabama incident. You know what I'm saying? And from the riverboat.
That TikTok rabbit hole is real.
It will get you, bro. You will fall in and can't get out. You got to call somebody else for help. Please help me. Turn off my phone. I
got trapped the other day, and it was this Labrador that got in the swimming pool in the morning, and he's just sitting in the pool, and the mom's trying to go to work. She's like, you gotta get out of the pool, and he just kind of drifts back. I get stuck on those crazy videos, just sitting there cracking up. And I know what's going to happen, but it is. Well, one goes to one goes to, and I got to get out of this. What has happened to me?
And it's not saying that it's bad, right? To look at, it's bad when we, anything, you know what I'm saying? I love fried chicken, but if I eat too much fried chicken, my cholesterol, blood pressure be out of whack. It's bad for me if I do it too much, right? Enjoy, but don't do too much. Balance.